Good afternoon, Ms. Catlett. I was looking over some of our AZ merit data from last year, and I have kind of come up with a plan that I'd like to present to you regarding student growth. The plan should take place over the next 3 years. I'm hoping that maybe we could either speak with our teachers and see how they're feeling about adding in a tutoring or even potentially creating a remediation block throughout the day. Perhaps a 90-minute intervention block at the end of each day. I was thinking that the kids could rotate amongst teachers based on skills that they need further help in. We could even potentially go cross grade levels. So something that I'd like to present to you toward the end in thinking about how that might look. When I did look over the data, one thing I had really wished that I had with me was last year's data, just so I could kind of continue to compare within each subgroup how each child or each subgroup did individually and years prior to that as well. So I know in the data there is included last year's kind of overall data points, but it would have been really great to see the years prior in addition to that to help out. Another thing that I thought might be helpful to further analyze would be the data amongst each class individually, so that we could kind of tell at what point which teachers might be in need of more support with whatever support that may be. Perhaps there's management things that we need to put in place so that more learning could occur. Possibly we might note that there are some strategies that we could give to our teacher in order to continue to help them grow as professionals and as students. So with that in mind, I wanted to take a look. Right now it is all grade bands, so 3 through 8. I'm going to have the general consensus of the highly proficient all the way down to the minimally proficient. You can see most of our students are struggling at each grade level to reach that highly proficient level, but our orange are proficient. We do have many students in our math sector that are doing very well, both in 3rd through 8th grade. One thing I did note, though, was the amount of students that we had in our minimally proficient. If you notice, our minimally proficient students, 6th grade, we tend to have many in math who are struggling, which makes me think we need to kind of take a back and look at what is the curriculum that we are utilizing right now in 6th grade. What kind of trends do we have going on in terms of any type of behavior issues? What are our subgroups? Do we have a high amount of SPED students in 6th grade? Are there many white students in 6th grade, which I'll show you in a moment, tend to be some of our students that are really struggling in math. Another thing that I had noticed is if you look again at the numbers, we are almost more than half of our students are in the partially proficient and minimally proficient areas. So student growth would be one of the key things I think we need to hit this year, which again would need to bring our teachers in and focus on the students who are scoring in that minimally proficient and proficient level. And perhaps by working specifically with some of those students in a program with remediation blocks or tutoring before or after school. Again, I'm thinking to bring in our parents, our students, and our teachers, giving a survey. We need to find out what would be best for our families and our teachers to make something like that happen. So the next chart I kind of want to look over is going to be our race chart. And again, I had stated earlier that you can see the white students seem to be having the most difficult time with our math, and there's actually a decline in student progress. So thinking about how our math is culturally aligned, making sure maybe that we have some problems involving their mindsets. Very great to see, though. As you can see, our Native American and Alaskans are highly are highly soaring.